My name is Teacher Mark and I'm from ILS Vietnam. I have been working with ILS for 5, going on 6 years. So I have lots of experience with the students, with ILS, and I'm very excited to be here today.
So here is your challenge. So within 1 minute and 30 seconds, you have to answer the question inside this box as many times as you can.
1 phút 30 giây?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, question number 1. Do you like going to work by motorbike or taxi? So I like going to work by motorbike because I can leave and go where I want to go. So maybe if I finish class, I can go do shopping or go to the gym. Okay, next. How would you like to describe yourself in 3 words? I guess I'll describe myself as a teacher in 3 words. So fun, exciting, and funny. I think that's me for teaching. Okay, next one. What are 3 things you can't live without? This is a good question. My phone. Cannot live without my phone. Tasty food that makes me very happy, and this is a hard one. I guess my family. I have to say something nice about my family, right? And the next one, what is your biggest fear? What is my biggest fear? My biggest fear at the moment would be doing public speaking and forgetting what I'm going to say and standing in front of everyone with nothing to say. So I think that's something we can all practice. Next, one thing that you learn from being a teacher. This is a good question. The one thing that I learned from being a teacher is that I think we all never stop learning. So it doesn't matter if you're a kid, a teenager, or an adult, you never stop learning. I learn every day. I'm learning Vietnamese and I'm almost 30 years old. So we never stop learning and we must always try to keep learning. How much? Okay. How many did I do? 4, 5. Okay, not bad.
So next I have 2 questions that will customize as for you.
Okay.
So the first one is, do you speak Vietnamese during the class?
Do I speak Vietnamese during the class? Yes, I do sometimes speak Vietnamese, but I try to only speak một chút, a little bit of Vietnamese. For example, if I'm teaching vocabulary, then I won't speak Vietnamese about that topic. The Vietnamese that I speak is non-topic related. So for example, my classroom rules are in Vietnamese, like Lam Viet Giang, Lam Cho He, Zan Lan Noi Truyen. Then you get minus points. And sometimes I say some numbers in Vietnamese. So yeah, usually classroom rules and numbers, but I try to speak as much English as possible because of course the students are there to learn English, so they need to speak and listen to what I have to say in English.
So ILS Vietnam has received so many feedbacks from students, and they say that Teacher Mark is really funny with lots of hilarious jokes. So it is something that you are already born with, or if you have ever practiced to be good humor, and how can this characteristic help you in your teaching career?
That's actually an interesting question. I've never thought about myself. So I think naturally I'm not actually a funny person. Normally I'm quite serious actually, but I think over the years I've sort of understood the Vietnamese students and what they like and what they don't like. Like of course the students have lots of games, and when I listen to them and I watch them play, I see what they like and don't like and what's funny for them. So I sort of like learn and then I don't try to be funny, but when I see something, I'll say it, and then the students just find it funny. So I think it's more, as I get to know my students, I get a bit more funny with them. So I think for teachers, I think it's important to be serious and have classroom rules, but I also think it's good to connect with the students, have some fun with them, learn what they like and they don't like, and then talk about that a bit more. So it's just showing a bit of interest in the students, I think.
So the last question for today, can you give the audience some advice on learning English and teaching English to children?
Sure. So let's start with learning English. I think that when it comes to learning English or learning any language, like I'm learning Vietnamese, we need to practice a lot, and also we shouldn't be afraid to make mistakes. I think some of the Vietnamese students are shy and they don't want to try their best because they get afraid to make a mistake, but it's okay to make a mistake. I make mistakes, you make mistakes, that's how we learn. So I think try your best and don't be afraid to make mistakes. And then, of course, you have to try to speak as much as you can. So whether you're at school or at home, I would advise going to extra lessons like ILS Vietnam. We provide after-school English lessons. So the more you go to lessons, the more you're going to practice. And the more you practice, the better you'll be. And then for teaching English, my best advice could be make your classes fun and interactive. I think if the students are interested and they are engaged, then it's easier to teach. And if the students are bored and not interested, then it's not easy for them to learn or for you to teach. So I think make your lessons interactive, exciting and fun. So yeah, I think that's my advice for learning and teaching. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. Good luck to everyone.